What I mean by that is that conventional suburban development, including large lots and wide streets, is very expensive to build and very expensive to maintain, and does not really generate that much property tax. So over time, those projects cost the metro government money, both to build the upfront infrastructure and then to provide services to those neighborhoods. So although it seems like those projects generate revenue, and they do generate revenue, although it seems like they improve the fiscal condition of the government, generally speaking, over time, they fall into deficit and they cost the government money. Cities don't see that, I think, because elected officials tend to focus on revenue. You see a new development project come in, and there's an immediate revenue spike, and then the costs rise little by little over time, incrementally. So you don't really notice it. And then before you know it, you're in a budget crisis, you're in a fiscal crisis, and you haven't even really noticed the problem you've created by approving this conventional suburban development. As long as another developer comes along, you can cover up that problem, but when there's a real estate bust, you can't do that anymore, and the fiscal reality is unmasked. Nashville is a very impressive city. I've been here several times in the last year or so. I think you've got a great combination of you've got prosperity, you've got civic pride, you have a great downtown, you have some great older neighborhoods, and you have a real can-do spirit here where you can go out and get things done. Whether that is a new symphony hall or a new library or changing up the streets so that they are more walkable. And I think that that's the kind of thing that is going to make a difference when your NashvilleNext is done, is that can-do spirit means that Nashville will be able to actually go ahead and implement a lot of the things that are going to be in the plan. I think you have to be careful about a couple of different things. There's always the political reality of developers knocking on every councilman's door wanting to develop their particular piece of property. And I think the most important thing to be careful about is to realize that the short-term financial interest of a developer or landowner is not necessarily the same as the long-term fiscal or quality of life interest of the entire community. So you have to balance those two things.